created their very unique store, headquarters store in Tapis Street, where coffee was purchased for hundreds of years. And they created a very unique architectural style, an Art Deco building that still stands there. You can still buy your coffee. So also they created a very recognizable architectural representation of business they do. And before Gizem's truck, Kuru Kahveci Mehmet Efendi, his own coffee truck, of course Gizem takes it. So they said, bringing people to our store is not enough. And they purchased one of the first commercial trucks in Istanbul. And they packaged it and they distributed it to the markets all around town. So this is this other American sort of lesson saying that take the product to the people. So he was able to do that. And then in his later years, he became so rich after all these activities. He purchased a lot of land and buildings in Istanbul. And one day, they approached him and they wanted to buy one of his properties. He said, well, I'm not really interested. I'm doing it for investment purposes. I don't want to sell my properties. Why do you want this particular land? The people who visited him were two members of the Istanbul Jewish community who were residing there. Of course, Jews existed in Istanbul. In 1453, there were 3 synagogues already. In the Byzantine time, there were Jews living in Turkey. But at this particular time, the Jews, they were exiled from Spain in 1492. They found a haven in different parts of the empire, Salonika and Istanbul and other parts, because it was part of the Ottoman policy of accommodation, istimalet, that they would offer land and they would bring people because they felt like this would enrich them. More traders coming, it is good for business, and not only for Jews, they did it for other people too. And as we know, because of their affinity with a lot of the Islamic arts, the Jews did find businesses in music and dance in other areas in Istanbul much more easily. And as a matter of fact, one of the Selim III, the Ottoman Sultan, his music teacher was a Jewish music teacher. Now, he realized that the people who wanted to buy his property were 2 Jews representing the congregation in Istanbul. He said, what are you going to do with it? They said they wanted to build a synagogue. And there's a land of Osman, there's a rule of Umar in many Islamic lands that they would not allow other religions to expand, add or build new their places of prayer. So they have to stay with what they have, and they would not allow this. Ottomans always turned a blind eye to this, and other minorities, they were able to build their places of worship. And they said, we want to build a synagogue. We have a congregation nearby, but they don't have a synagogue. At this point, Kuru Kahveci Mehmet Efendi said, this is a work for God. Thanks for coming to me. I will not sell this land to you, but I will give it to you. So build your synagogue on it. So it is rumored that on that Saturday in all the synagogues of Istanbul, the rabbis told their congregations, from this time on, you have to buy your coffee from Kuru Kahveci Mehmet Efendi. This is his last American lesson. Don't differentiate between people. Provide a good service and reach out and touch someone with your product. Now, coffee doesn't end there. I think as part of this empathy, people use it as a medium to tell fortunes. I don't think anybody could tell fortunes, even though my mother was used to be known among her friends as a very good fortune teller. I think she felt for other people, and as you engage in conversation, you slowly harmonize your feelings with the person, and you try to reach them. I don't think anybody can tell the future. However, this is another good ritual of bringing people closer. So it's not only coffee, but also it's act of sharing it, and it's making it a communal affair. Now, Turks are very fatalistic. So they have this one saying, Ecel geldi cihane, baş ağrısı bahane. They say, death is upon the world, headache is just an excuse. However, some people turn this around, and they made it applicable to other things. When you're alive, they said, oh, forget about this death and whatever. Friendship is upon the world. Coffee is just an excuse. So today, without a question, enjoy Turkish coffee. But of course, if you have a question, you can ask it to me. So it's part of the Turkey's coffee proper that you go to Turkey not for its historic rooms and historic places or the good food and everything, now there's another excuse to go to Turkey. It's for coffee. Thank you very much. No questions, right? No, you can. As you gingerly line up for your coffee, you can come and talk to me or ask me questions. Thanks for coming.
Thank you so much.
Yes, I asked him to gingerly make an orderly lineup.
Okay, before we enjoy the coffee, I just want to make sure everybody will get a ticket for the raffle. Okay, we'll have fortune-telling sessions. We'll have surprise gifts. And I have the ticket right here for Turkish Airlines. So please enjoy the food. And I would like to thank Gökul and Daniel for organizing this event. And thank you all so much for coming. I know your time is so valuable. So please go in there and make some friends and have a coffee. Thank you.
Coming.